or maybe 3-4 times a week at least.
Hi, my name is Dee. Welcome to my channel. On June 15th, 2021, Dawn Wells' 5-year-old daughter, Summer Wells, was reported missing from her Beech Creek, Tennessee home. If you have any credible information about Summer Wells, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND or send an email to tips@tbi.tennessee.gov.
He would always tell me, at some point I started to ask him, I'm like, why do we got to play this game? Like, I don't like it. And, so I think he got to the point where I was getting concerned about it. So that's when he started telling me, you can't tell anybody. And I asked him, well, why not? And he says, well, if you tell, then I'll die. And, and then it progressed to not only would he die, but everybody in the family would die. And when he started the more aggressive abuse, it just started where he was coming into my room at night instead of doing this more during the day. It was more at night. He was getting more aggressive in the stuff he would do to me. It was awful. I would try to do things like wear several pairs of pants to bed. I remember I tried to put up a booby trap one time, and I strung some yarn across the door and I put soda cans on it, so that I could at least wake up, or in hopes that maybe he would wake up some of the other family members. It was pretty much every night. Yes, it was every night practically. Pretty much just from the time I was 6 or 7 up until he went to prison that first time, it was pretty much all the same.
She was 5 years old when the abuse started. When she was 5, Dawn was 12. When he was 19, she was 12. That little girl, Jeannie, endured 7 years of abuse from Donald Wesley Wells, her stepbrother.
Didn't want him to touch me. It was really painful, and I hated it. From doing it. When I was about 10 or 11, okay. He went to prison for close to 2 years. During that time, it was great, and then the very day that he got out, I wanted him to do good and be good, even with everything that he'd done to me, he was still my brother. I woke up to him doing stuff to me, and I wasn't going to have it anymore. I'd had these 2 years of freedom from him, and, I had tried to tell my parents in the past, and I just wasn't going to be a victim anymore. And so I went right into my parents' room, flipped on their light, and I just said it right out. I said, Donnie has been sexually, doing things to me, and I want it to stop. And they woke up, and they're all confused, and they kind of asked me what was going on. I told them what was going on. My dad went to find him to talk to him, and he was just nowhere.
He was just nowhere.
I told her, if you press charges, then we're getting a divorce. And it's like I was causing the problem here. And so, it kind of just went to that. My mom, she apologized to me, but after that, I think just because I told, he stopped doing stuff to me.
Hey, Dawn, where's your little girl? Hey, Candace, where's your little girl? Too many of us think you both know where she is.
All these dogs have allegedly been on the property for a long time. So the fact that the parents are so conclusive that Summer was kidnapped by a stranger, yet do not report hearing any dogs barking on the property, is a giant red flag. They didn't consider the fact that people would say, parents of actual missing children, whenever they have an opportunity to speak to the public, no matter how small the platform, to do these things. First of all, we expect them to speak of the kid in present tense. Second, we expect them to be cooperative. So we expect them to be trying to answer every question that's posed to them. Present tense, cooperative, inconclusive. So unless there's evidence that a kid was kidnapped, like muddy footprints in the room or a ransom note, we expect the parents of missing children to be inconclusive about what happened. All options are on the table, including a kidnapping. Right? They could have wandered off. A dog could have dragged them off.
Leave a comment and tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, and share. All the best.